over. This time in the slot once again. Driven through the long off region.
Scorecard update नहीं वो वहां से प्रॉब्लम
One run adding onto the scorecard. Team score now moves on to 98.
एक बार ऑडियो चेक कर लो उधर जाके चेक होंगे स्कोरकार्ड नहीं दिख रहा
There's two deliveries remaining of the 17th over.
वहां से कभी करोगे इससे क्रिक हीरो से क्रिक हीरो से यही मैच है हाँ यही मैच है यहाँ से नीचे से कुछ भी
Good leg delivery. Loud appeal for LBW. No, says the umpire. No chance for any run. One more dot ball added onto the scorecard. Last ball of this over. Last delivery of this over. This time pitched up short. On the fifth stump line. The keeper grabs the ball safely, resulting no run. After the completion of over number 17, cover drive score moves on to 98 for the loss of 5 wickets. After the completion of over number 17, team score now moves on to 98 for the loss of 5 wickets. This time clearly nicked, but keeper misses the chance. It's been an easy chance for the Cods behind, but put down, resulting misfield. Time bowled the good length delivery. Front foot onside. One more run adding onto the scorecard. Cover drive now reaches the mark of the 100. इधर नहीं.
ఇలా home होगी.
Time short pitch ball. Tries to cut between the point and the backward point region. Bat and ball. Keeper grabs it safely, resulting one more dot ball, adding on to the scorecard. Last two deliveries remaining of this over. This time in the slot, stepped up, appeal for the run out, then given at the striker's end. What a run out this has been by the keeper. He is trying it from the past 2 to 3 times. He got successful this time. One more batter from COVERDRIVE walks back to the pavilion. They are now 1-1 for the loss of 6 wickets now. They really need good partnership now to put up on a big score. The wickets falling frequently. This time the brilliant attempt by the wicket keeper. COVERDRIVE should not afford to lose any more wickets now in order to reach the big total, as now they are already crossed the 100 mark within 18 overs, but with the loss of 6 wickets. Team Silicon, even after playing their second match of the day, they are showing up a good energy on the field. A brilliant throw to get the lefty Subiksh Gowda out by Vignesh. So Harshit was the batsman who got run out. He scored 19 runs in 17 balls, including two big sixers. Last ball remaining of this over. Ball in the slot. Driven through the onside. Eventually completes one run. Attempt for the second run. It stays back. After the completion of over number 18, the team score now moves on to 1-0-2 for the loss of 6 important wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯಗೊಂಡ 18 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 102 ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಉದ್ದರಿಯನ್ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. After the completion of over number 18, team score moves on to 102 for the loss of 6 wickets. This time pitched it shortly. Tries to cut between the point and the backward point. Point fielder grabs the ball safely, resulting no run and adding on to a dot ball to the scorecard. Time tries for the switch hit. There's no connection between the bat and ball. Keeper grabs it safely. One more dot ball adding on to the scorecard. Batsman attempt the switch hit, but eventually fails to connect the ball with his bat. This time toss the full toss delivery. Racing outside the park. Ball is out of the park. Juicy full toss. Batsman took the complete advantage of it and sails it over the long on boundary. Ball is out of the park, resulting 6 runs adding onto the team total, which moves on to 108. Plus 3 deliveries remaining of this 19th over. Short ball pitch tries to pull as it is a short rising delivery. No proper connection with the bat and ball. Attempt for the second. Appeal for the route. Umpire says no. They successfully completed 2 runs without any hustle. Has 2 deliveries remaining of this 19th over. Team COVERDRIVE, they are trying to bounce back after losing 6 wickets. This time short pitch ball. Tries the late cut to place in between the short third man and the point fielder and eventually fails. One more dot ball adding on to the total. The last delivery remaining of this 19th over. A huge appeal for the card behind. Huge appeal for the card behind. Umpire raises up his finger, resulting on one more wicket. As the last delivery of the over, he bowled it quickly. Batter tries to cut between the point and the backward point, getting outside edge and being caught by the wicket keeper. An excellent catch. Sandeep departs after scoring 9 runs, including 1 6. After completion of the over number 19, team score moves on to 110 for the loss of 7 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 19 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 110, 7 ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. ಕಟ್ ಶಾಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಫಲತೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾಣ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಎಡ್ಜ್ ಮುಖೇನವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ಆಘಾತ. After the completion of over number 19, the team score now moves on to 110 for the loss of 7 wickets. It's a perfect weather to witness the beautiful cricket match at the Indian Railways ground in Bangalore. Slightly windy, cool weather. This is the beauty of the Bangalore. Raghavendra Babu steps in for cover drive. Played onto the back foot, punching towards the cover fielder. Fielder grabs it safely, adding one more dot ball onto the scorecard. Fielders making no mistake here. They are putting the pressure on the batsman by bowling the continuous dot ball. What a shot through the wide long on. Races on to the boundary. A powerful shot. He steps out and hit onto the wide long on region. Eventually between the fielders, there is not even a single chance for this fielder to get near the ball. Ball races to the boundary. 4 runs adding on to the total. The team score now moves on to 1-1-4 for the loss of 7 wickets. They started to counter attack now. Even after losing the wickets, they are making a statement that still we have depth in our batting attack. Grecian to bowl third ball of this over. Well, the batsman seems to be checking the field placement here. This time, cut between the covers and the point fielder, eventually resulting the overstep no ball indicated by the main umpire. The overstepping results in a no ball, followed by a free hit. Let's see how COVERDRIVE batters capitalize it. He stops out, hitting the big shot in the gap. Wonderful fielding by the deep mid-wicket fielder at the cow corner. He ran away all the way from the mid-wicket. He stops the ball at the cow corner. Making a bold statement that we are not leaving any loose runs. This time glance onto the mid-wicket region, adding 1 run onto the total. Team score now moves on to 119 for the loss of 7 wickets. Last 2 deliveries remaining of this over. Last 2 deliveries remaining of this over. This time through the gap onto the covers fielder. He grabs it safely and throws back to the keeper. One more run adding onto the total. Last ball remaining of this over. On the front foot, tried to place at the point region, resulting no run. After the completion of over number 20, COVERDRIVE score moves on to 120 for the loss of 7 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 20 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 120 ಓಟಗಳು 7 ಹುದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. After the completion of over number 20, COVERDRIVE score moves on to 120 for the loss of 7 wickets. Last 10 overs game remaining is in this first innings. The COVERDRIVE team should not afford to lose any more wickets now, as they are already 7 down. Even the score is flowing continuously. 1 wicket can cause you more damage. They not afford to lose wickets anymore. After the completion of over number 20, COVERDRIVE score moves on to 120 for the loss of 7 wickets. Small discussion is going on between the batters and the down. I request umpires to start the game soon. Last 10 overs game remaining in the innings. Even after losing 7 wickets, Cover Drive team manages to get to the 120 in 20 overs, which is making a good run rate. This time on the back foot, punches it through the long on. Long on fielder safely throws back the fielder. A slight misfield at the bowler's end, but still managed to back up. 1 run adding on to the total. Gaurav bowled a good spell here. In 2.1, he conceded 10 runs and took 1 wicket with economy of 4.62. This time, ball rammed onto the pads. Appeal for the LBW. Unfortunately, ball is pitching outside the stumps. This time, short ball. Attempts for the cut shot and eventually successful. Ball misses the covers fielder and reaches to the extra covers region. Fielder fields it brilliantly, conceding 2 runs. As 3 overs remaining of this 25 over. Safely grabs the ball and throw back to the keeper. Result. Lefty on strike. And righty combination is the headache fielding team. That to the long on time, but safely lands in the no area. Adding on to the total, that completes the 21 cover drive score.
आप कमेंट्री करते रहो अगर मालिक को पता नहीं चलता नहीं भाई सीट लेके कैरी नहीं करता
After the completion of over number 21, team score now moves on to 127 for the loss of 7 wickets. Last 9 overs game is remaining in this first innings. on the second match of day 5 of Youth Cricket League. Slight change in the field positions. Deep square leg, long on, long off, deep covers and deep fine leg in place. This time short pitch delivery, punched onto the covers. Fielder making no mistake here, resulting dot ball onto the scorecard. This time full toss, driven onto the onside, which concedes 1 run, adding onto the scorecard. This is a top-notch quality bowling from Silicon team. This time Stroll off so a big shot. One bounce over the fence. Ball races onto the boundary, resulting 4 runs, adding on the team total. Cover drive batters are making a big statement that we are not down yet. They are rotating their strike. At the same time, they are capitalizing the slot deliveries on short deliveries. They are playing it right now. This time on the back foot, punches towards the covers. Fielder grabs it safe. Last ball remaining of this 22nd over. They are now already 136 for the loss of 7 wickets. We are batting at the good run rate at the same time they lost the wickets. This time, short ball playing on the back foot. Ball is into the hands of the deep mid wicket fielder, conceding 1 run, adding on to the scorecard. After the completion of over number 22, cover drive score moves on to 137 for the loss of 7 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 20 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 137 ಹೋದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ.
Why? How did we do that day without the capture card? Because we were using a software. We don't have the software on this laptop. Software we use. And it was software.
ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 22 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 137 ಉದ್ದಾರೆ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ.
ये केबल नया केबल क्यों नहीं काम कर रहा है? कैमरा का पिन डैमेज हो गया. अब फोन से करना होगा. कैमरा का पिन डैमेज हो गया.
ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಸಿಗಾರ್ಗೆಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿವು
like अंदर वाला. Yeah. Yeah, damaging the camera. One light.
Shivu bowls it quickly, but places in the ball in the at the point region.
कैमरा को डैमेज मत करो यार. नहीं वो नया केबल.
They took a quick single between the wickets.
कि मैं क्रिकेट होगा. देखिए उनका लॉगिन नहीं. उनका कैसे लॉगिन करें? तो हम कल को फोन में लॉगिन करेंगे. कैप्चर काम करेंगे.
Slight change in the field positions.
केबल नहीं काम कर रहा है. कैप्चर कार्ड काम कर रहा है.
This time, he punches the ball to the covers fielder. High in the air.
वो मॉडल कौन सा चाहना था भाई ये स्टाइल वर्क करना
High in the air.
ऑडियो वाला भी
Prajwal seems to be comfortable, but drops the catch at the last moment.
गलत है अदुल्ला
These are the opportunities should be taken easily. Time once again in the air. One more single adding on to the total. These catch drops always should prove costly. You'll see at the end of the innings how much this catch drop costs for Team Silicon. ಕಂಡ 24 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 146 8 ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ.
we can test the camera
Check, check. As 3 deliveries remaining of this 25th over. This time ball quickly. Batsman punched it towards the long off fielder, eventually resulting in 1 run adding on to the scorecard. That's 2 deliveries remaining of this 25th over. As I always told you, lefty and righty combination is always headache for the fielders to change the field positions, which are also resulting in draining the energy. This is what I told you before. Catches win matches. At the same time, the catch drops would cost you more. Subic was dropped by Prajwal. This time in there through the mid wicket. One bounce. Very good fielding effort from the mid wicket fielder. He probably saved 2 runs for his team. Good bowling effort at the mid wicket. After the completion of over number 25, team score moves on to 153 for the loss of 8 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 25 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 153 8 ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. Last 5 overs game remaining in the first innings of the second match of day 5. This time he tries to defend on the front foot. There's no connection between the bat and ball, resulting a dot ball. Once again in the good length area, plays on the back foot. The fumble at the non-striker's end. A good throw towards the wicket. Might have got them the wicket, but the throw is too away from the stumps so that even bowler can't help, resulting in dot ball. This time front foot. Batter misses the ball, even keeper misses the ball. Ball is racing towards the boundary. ಬಯಸ್ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತಕ್ಕೆ 4 ರನ್ಗಳು ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. 4 The non-striker wasn't ready yet. There's 3 balls remaining of this 26th over. He pitched it short. Batsman batted on the back foot, tried to punch towards the covers, but the covers fielder grabs the ball safely into his hands, resulting in the dot ball. Once again played on the back foot. No connection between the bat and ball, resulting one more dotted delivery. The last ball remaining of this 26th over. The team score is now 157. The last ball of this over. Played on the front foot, tries to punch back to the bowler. Bowler grabs the ball safely. At the end of the over number 26, the team score now moves on to 157 for the loss of 8 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 26 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 157 ಧೈರ್ಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. They are now batting at the run rate of 6.04. The last 4 overs game is remaining in the first innings of the second match of day 5. This time pitch it shortly. Batsman shuffles and tries to glance at the fine leg as the ball is above the stumps. Keeper blocks the ball. This time short delivery, playing on the front foot, safely into the hands of the deep mid-wicket fielder, resulting 1 run onto the scorecard. This time defense on the front foot. Completes the single and 1 run is adding on to the scorecards. Once again swing and a miss. Ball rammed into the middle stump. ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಉತ್ತರೆಯನ್ನು ಆವರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಬೀಸುವ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ, ಚೆಂಡುಗೂ ದಾಂಡಿಗೂ ಆದ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಲಭಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಬೌಲ್ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ 9ನೇ ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ಆಘಾತ. The last batsman for COVERDRIVE walks in as Suprit departs after scoring 6 runs in 6 balls. The last batsman at the COVERDRIVE's dugout, Ayush, walks in. They are now 9 down. The last 2 deliveries remaining of this over. COVERDRIVE now scored 159 runs for the loss of 9 wickets in 26.2 overs. This is their last wicket. They are putting the good numbers on the board. At the same time, they are losing the wicket since the start of the innings. बाद में अभी नहीं बाद में The last batter for the COVERDRIVE walks in. Ayush is the last hope to put some more runs onto the board, as they are now already 159 for the loss of 9 wickets. There's 2 balls remaining of this over. This time Ayush tries to cut it between the point and the backward point. No contact between the bat and the ball, resulting on dot ball to the scorecard. The last ball of this over, Shiv bowled it too quickly. Keeper grabbed the ball safely, which resulting dot ball. After 27 overs, COVERDRIVE Cricket Academy scored 159 runs for the loss of 9 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 27 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 159 ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. As 3 overs game remaining in this first innings of the second match of day 5 of Youth Cricket League. Subich is holding his wicket from the long time, as he knows the importance of the wicket, and it is also a lefty-righty combination. Ball is down the leg side. Wild ball called by the umpire, resulting 2 extra runs adding onto the scoreboard. They are now putting up the runs slowly. This time, short pitch delivery. Tries to place at the covers region, but the ball moves onto the point, resulting 1 run adding onto the total scoreboard. They are now playing according to the ball, as they know the importance of this wicket. There are no more batters left on the dugout. This time through the inside edge, through the fine leg region, ball races onto the boundary, adding 4 more important runs on the scoreboard. They are adding some important runs on the board. They know how important these runs are. This time short delivery, safely grabbed by the fielder. Wicket keeper grabbed it safely. The COVERDRIVE's innings comes to an end. They got all out at 27.3 overs by scoring 166 runs. They are giving the target of 167 for the Silicon team. COVERDRIVE team batted beautifully. At the same time, they kept losing the wickets at the regular interval of time. Even though losing the wickets, they managed to put on 166 runs for the loss of 10 wickets on the board in 27.3 overs. In order to win the match for Silicon team, they need to score 167 in 30 overs. COVERDRIVE, in order to win this banter, they need to restrict Silicon team within 166. The banter begins shortly after the innings break of 10 minutes. See you soon. Play resumes as the Silicon under-19 team's batters walks in to chase 167 in 80 balls. At the same time, COVERDRIVE fielders, they are on the field to defend it. First ball, lofted on above the long off fielder. Ball is just short of the boundary line, just few inches away. One bounce over the fence. Silicon under-19 team, they open their account with the boundary through the long off. One bounce over the fence. A solid start for Silicon team. He glances through the fine leg. Ball races towards the boundary. Back-to-back boundaries. Back-to-back boundaries for Silicon team. As the last match's highest run scorer, Nidish, steps in to score two back-to-back boundaries for the team, making a strong statement that they are going for the big one. This time, short ball. Once again, towards the square leg. Ball reaches onto the fence. Hat-trick boundaries. Nidhi scored hat-trick boundaries of the first three balls of the second innings. This was absolute beauty to watch. There is no chance for the fielder to get near the ball. He placed it in the complete gap, resulting the boundary. He scored the hat-trick boundaries. Once again, short pitch ball. Punches. It tries to grab the single, but the non-striker says no. He reaches back safely to the crease. That's two deliveries remaining of this first over. The team Silicon score reaches to 12 after three consecutive boundaries. This time in the good length. Through the square leg region. Ball safely lands in the hands of the fielder, resulting in a single, adding onto the scoreboard. Last delivery of the first over. They are capitalizing the power play here. They scored already 13 runs in 5 balls, including 3 boundaries. Time glances. Hereby they complete the single. After the completion of over number 1, Silicon under-19 team score moves on to 14 without a loss. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ ಒಂದು ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 14, ಯಾವುದೇ ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟವಿಲ್ಲದೆ. Nidish, who scored 50 in the last match, scored hat-trick boundaries in the first over of the innings. One more talented batter, Drew on crease. I used to bowl the second over of the innings. Short balls tries to cut and place between the point and the backward point region. There's no contact between the bat and the ball. Dot ball added onto the scorecard. Tiny balls quickly. Short rising delivery. Big appeal. Up raises the finger, resulting in the first wicket. One down for Silicon team now. ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಮಾದರಿ ಚೆಂಡು ಪುಟಿದೇಳುವ ಮೂಲಕ ಎಡ್ಜ್ ಮುಖೇನವಾಗಿ ಕೀಪರ್ನ ಭದ್ರ ಬಗಸೆಯನ್ನು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ ತಂಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮೊದಲ ಹುದ್ದರಿಯ ಆಘಾತ. Ayush walks back as the new batter walks in for Silicon team. Ayush, who's bowling left arm round the wicket, makes an impact in the very first over that he bowled. Harshit is the next batter. He played in 200 matches in his career and he scored 4,000 valuable runs with an average of 44. He is now on the crease to build the innings with Nitish. This time full toss, a juicy full toss, rammed it on the leg side. He places the ball between the mid-wicket fielder and wide long on fielder, having no chance for the fielders to get near the ball. Ball rises to the boundary, resulting in the addition of the 4 valuable runs to the team. The team score now moves on to 18 for the loss of 1 wicket in 1.3. This time through the mid-wicket, ball in the air, on the out of the ground. It is on the dugout. Ball is out of the park. It's on the sheets of the dugout. He may woke up all the batters who are sleeping at the dugout. This time in the slot, defended on the front foot. One more dot ball adding onto the scorecard. Last delivery of the second over. Last delivery of the second over. This time in the slot, punch towards the long off, resulting 1 run, adding on to the scorecard. After the completion of over number 2, Silicon team score moves on to 25 for the loss of 1 wicket. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 2 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 25, 1 ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. Sandeep back into the attack. Harshit, who hit a big sixer out of the park, is now on the strike. This time on the slot. Swing and a miss. There's no contact between the bat and the ball. One run adding on to the team total through the byes. He tried for the big shot. Actually, no contact between the bat and the ball. Once again, Sandeep to Nidish. There's a wide. Third man is coming close to the keeper. This time, short ball in there. Pulled through the mid wicket. What a shot this is, reaching the boundary. It landed in the no man area and reaches safely to the boundary. A proper cricketing pull shot lands in the no man area, reaches to the fence. One more boundary adding on the total. Team score now moves on to 30. Slide change the field positions. Fine leg fielder walks in. The mid-off fielder moves to long off. This time in the good length area, ball is in the air. Up and over into the hands of the cover, into the hands of the point fielder. Fielder making no mistake here. They got the big wicket of Nidish. What they have been trying for. Nidish is out for 17 in 6 ball after scoring 4 valuable boundaries for the team. This is a big wicket for cover drive. They bowled in the good length area. There's nothing wrong with that shot. There's no proper timing on that. ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಕವರ್ಸ್ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಹೊಡೆಯುವ ಯತ್ನ ವಿಫಲವಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಗಾಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆಂಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡರ್ ನ ಭದ್ರ ಬಗಸೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ಆಘಾತ. Vishwa walks in as the Nidish departs. There's 2 deliveries remaining of this over. This time bowled in the good length area. Drives towards the long off region. Successfully completed the single. 1 run adding on to the scorecard. Last ball remaining of this third over. Last ball of this over. Down the leg side. Umpire calls it as a wide, resulting in 2 more runs. Total 3 runs of this ball. Really, bro? 5 minutes update ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸರಿ. Wide plus 2 runs, total 3 runs, adding onto the scorecard. Last ball of the third over. This time in the slot. He punched it beautifully. Wonderfully fielded by Raghavendra at the long off region. A wonderful fielding efforts by Raghavendra at long off. He saved 2 runs for the team. After the completion of over number 3, scorecard moves on to 36 for the loss of 2 wickets. Vikyat Properties, from building premium spaces to building future champions, Vikyat Properties joins the Youth Cricket League as our associate sponsor, backing dreams that rise beyond the boundaries. Where excellence meets ambition, greatness begins. So Gravity Academy champions are shaped both on the field and in the classroom, and the Gravity Academy is powering that journey with the Youth Cricket League as our associate sponsor. Together we are nurturing discipline, ambition, and the next generation ready to rise beyond the limits. After the completion of over number 3, score moves on to 36 for the loss of 2 wickets. Catch is a call. Eventually took it. Ayush once again making the impact here on the very second over that he has been bowling. As Vishwa departs after scoring 1 run. Excellent piece of bowling from Ayush. He took the 2 important wickets in the second over of which he is being bowled. He is making a clear impact here. Silicon under 19 team is now 36 runs for the loss of 3 wickets in 3.1 overs. Even in the first innings, COVERDRIVE team made the same mistake. They kept scoring on runs at the same time. Eventually, they lost the wickets in regular intervals of time. In the second innings, even Silicon under 19 team is almost repeating the same. They are putting good numbers on the board. At the same time, they are losing the wickets. This might prove costly at the end of the match. In front of 3.1 overs, they scored 36 runs and they lost 3 important wickets. Ayush once again making the impact in the slot, driven through the offside, misfielded at the long off, ball races towards the boundary. These are the misfields which cost your team and takes your team away from the victory. Each and every run is important while defending the totals. Silicon team make the complete use of that misfield and they grab the 4 runs on that ball. Ball quickly, quick appeal for the card behind. Umpire says no. White ball signal by the umpire. Extra run adding on to the scorecard. This time on the leg side of the pads. He swept towards the fine leg boundary. Ball reaches the boundary swiftly, which makes them 4 runs adding onto the scorecard. The team score now moves on to 45. They are flying at that moment. They scored whooping 45 runs in 3.3 overs. This time ball slowly. Full toss delivery on the offside. Once again in misfielded. Ball races to the boundary. This is the second time he is repeating that. This is proving costly for the cover drive cricket team. This shouldn't have been done. The captain is now changing the field position of that fielder, Raghavendra. In the same over, 2 misfields, which costing their team 8 runs. Plus 2 deliveries of the over. This time ball drifting down the leg side. Wide signal by the umpire. Resulting 1 more run adding on to the total. The team total now reaches to a 50 mark. Plus 2 deliveries of the over. This time on the offside. Cut nicely. Placed between the point fielder and the covers fielder. Ball races to the boundary. They are making the strong statement that they want to finish the match soon. Can we get the replay and the counter attack by cover drive team? Let's wait and watch. In front of 3.5 overs, Silicon team scored 54 runs for the loss of 3 important wickets. And last ball remaining of the 4th over. This is proving to be the costliest over. Last ball of the over. Well left. Away from batter. 1 more dot ball to finish off the over. After the completion of over number 4, score moves on to 54 for the loss of 3 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 4 ವರ್ಗಗಳಿಂದ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 54, 3 ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. Kake G Hati. Just like every great innings needs the right fuel, champions need flavors that inspire energy and passion, and Kake D Hati brings exactly that to the Youth Cricket League as our associate sponsor. Serving tradition, taste and spirit of champions, one plate at a time. Subix is on attack. Change in bowling. Subix on the attack. Bowling right arm round the wicket. This time on to the stumps. Blocked by the batsman. 1 more dot ball adding onto the scorecard. This time pitched in the slot. Slugged up for 4. Slugged up for 6. What a terrific shot this is. Ball marched towards the end of the ground. He slugged it to the corner. What a sixer this is. This time pitched up the slot. Tries once again. Swing and a miss. Ball hit the stumps. 1 more down for Silicon. Harshit, who scored 19 runs in 10 balls, including 2 sixes and 1 4, has to depart. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಉತ್ತರನ್ನು ಆವರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಬೀಸುವ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಸಫಲತೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾಲ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಚೆಂಡಿಗೂ ದಂಡಿಗೂ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಲಭಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ಆಘಾತ. In 4.3 overs, Silicon team scored 60 runs and they are losing 4 importing top order wickets inside the power play. New batter Prajwal walks in for Team Silicon. They need 107 runs in 153 balls. They put the good numbers on the board. Eventually, they are losing the wickets at the same time. This might prove costly in the chase. Let's wait and watch till the end of the innings what will be the outcome. Prajwal Srivatsa walks into the crease facing the fourth ball of the over. This time short pitch delivery. He's trying to play it on the back foot, edge, and towards the third man. Brilliantly fielded there by saving 7 runs for the team. The third man fielder eventually saved 2 runs for the team, concluding 2 runs adding onto the scorecard. Last 2 deliveries remaining of this 5th over. This time bowled on the 5th stump line. Well left by the batter. Dot ball adding onto the scorecard. Last ball remaining of the 5th over. This time short pitch delivery. Pulled on towards the mid wicket. Safely into the hands of the mid wicket fielder. He throws it back to the keeper, which is adding 1 run to the scorecard. After the completion of over number 5, Silicon team score moves on to 63 for the loss of 4 important top order wickets. They should not lose any wickets anymore in order to complete the chase comfortably. COVERDRIVE team is bouncing back by taking the back-to-back wickets. Even after getting for hit by 4 and 6s also, they are bouncing back into the game and proving that they are still tough to handle. Once again, Ayush in the attack. He removed the main 2 wickets. Righty and the lefty combination is always headache for the fielders, as they have to change the field frequently after the strike rotation. Time ball to the slot. He punched it towards the long on. Fielder grabs it perfectly and throws back to the bowler. One more dot ball adding on to the scorecard. This time in the slot. Driven through the onside towards the mid-wicket region. Silicon team now, it looks like they have changed their batting approach. They are now focusing on singles and doubles. This is what they require at this time. They have already good numbers on the board. All they need is, they are not supposed to lose any wickets anymore. This time pitched it shortly. Pulled through the mid wicket. One bounce over the fence. What a shot this is. Despite after strike rotation, he made use of the juicy short pitch ball and he sails it over the mid wicket for the four. This time juicy full toss. He cannot connect it properly, resulting dot ball adding on to the scorecard. Last ball of the sixth over. They are already 69 for 4 down. They have already good numbers on the board. All they now need is a good partnership. This time shot and cut it perfectly. Excellent piece of fielding by the Covers fielder. After the completion of over number 6, Silicon team score moves on to 70 for the loss of 4 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 6 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 70, 4 ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. Slight change the fielding positions. This time, bold shot. Batter tries to cut it hard. Eventually, through the misfield. 1 run adding on to the total. What a shot! Placed in between the covers and the point fielder. Ball races onto the boundary. What a beautiful cricket shot to watch. 4 valuable runs adding on to the total.
बाहर मत जाना।
This time in the slot. Beautifully caught by the second slip. One more wicket down for Silicon under-19 team. They are putting up good numbers on the board. Eventually, they are losing the wickets at the regular intervals of time. As half of their side is back in the dugout. Cover drive team is bowling exceptionally well here. Even after getting hit for boundaries and sixes, they are coming back to the game by taking the wickets. Well, this Subix is over. Kalash walks in as Prajwal departs. Last ball remaining of the 7th over. They are 5 down for after scoring 76 runs. They seems to be in trouble now. This time last ball of the over. Blocked perfectly. After the completion of over number 7, team score moves on to 76 for the loss of 5 wickets as half of their side is back in the dugout. The match is getting interesting as the overs keep going on. We are witnessing a great banter here between Silicon team and Cover Drive team. Next, Kushal in the attack. Kushal in the attack. Going round the wicket. Time full toss ball. Drifted onto the pads. Beautifully placed in between the long on and mid wicket region. There's no chance for the fielder as the ball races to the fence. One more boundary adding up to the total. Team score now moves on to 80. They are already having good numbers on the board. All they need is a good partnership which takes them towards the victory. At the same time, Cover Drive needs to break the partnership. Need to defend the 87 runs. The Cover Drive need to defend 87 runs in 135 balls in order to march towards the victory. Once again in the slot, driven through the onside, ball into the hands of the mid-on fielder. He collects it and throws back to the bowler. One more dot ball adding on to the total. This time ball in the good length. Batter tries to cut it on the back foot. One more dot ball adding on to the scorecard. Last ball of the 8th over. Last ball of the power play. He defends it perfectly. At the end of the power play, team score is 80 for the loss of 5 wickets. After the completion of over number 8, Silicon team score moves on to 18 for the loss of 5 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 8 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 80 ಓಟಗಳು 5 ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. What a beautiful cricket match we are witnessing in the railway ground. The match getting started to hitting as half of the Silicon side is back in the dugout. At the same time, they are putting big numbers on the board. The field spreads after the power play. Once again, in the slot, front foot, and the batsman blocked the ball perfectly. Time in the slot, driven through the covers, safely into the hands of the deep covers fielder, resulting in 1 run adding on to the scorecard. They are doing the right thing here. All they need is singles and doubles. Mainly, they need to preserve their wicket. They are not afford to lose any more wickets. As the chase getting heated, both teams have the equal chance of winning this match. This time, driven through the offside, safely into the hands of the covers fielder. One more dot ball adding on to the scorecard. It tries to hit over the bowler side. Eventually successful with that. Ball racing towards the boundary. He hit over the bowler side. He saw no man there. He saw mid-on is up and inside the circle. He tries to hit over the bowler's head and he eventually successful and got 4 valuable runs to the team. Last ball of the over. It tries to cut it. It tries to place in between the point and the backward point. Ball safely into the hands of the point fielder, which completes 9th over. After the completion of over number 9, team score moves on to 85 for the loss of 5 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 9 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 85 ಹುದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. Punto Sports, built for athletes, driven by passion. Punto Sports steps onto the field with the Youth Cricket League as our premier partner, supporting the next generation with quality gear, legacy, and the true spirit of the game. Every champion's journey starts with the right support. Time Kushal in the attack. Kushal is back to bowl his individual second over of this innings. This time in the slot, driven through the covers. 1 run adding on to the total. If this partnership continues, they can sail the victory easily. At the same time, COVERDRIVE are ready to counter attack by breaking the partnerships back to back since the start of the innings, even after getting hitted for the boundaries and sixes. Glance to the leg side. ತಟ್ಟಿ ಮುಟ್ಟಿ ಓಟಲ್ ಗಳಿಸುವ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಫಲತೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಡಾಟ್ ಬಾಲ್ ಅಂಕಿಅಂಶ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇದೆ. Time on the leg side. Eventually misfield. 1 run adding onto the scorecard. Last delivery of this 10th over. Last ball of the 10th over. In the good length. Play in the back foot. Tries to cut hard. One more dot ball to end the over. After the completion of over number 10, team score moves on to 88 for the loss of 5 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 10 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 88, 5 ಹುದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. Sirax. Every powerful shot begins with the trusted equipment, and the Sirax is here to fuel the future of the cricket with the Youth Cricket League as our associate sponsor. Crafted for the performance, built for tomorrow's champions. And also MITR globally. Dreams deserve no boundaries, and the MITR globally powers the Youth Cricket League as our premier sponsor, helping young talent think beyond the borders and aim for the global success. Together, we are creating opportunities that inspire the next generation to rise bigger and bolder. Once again, charge the run out. No proper throw from the fielder. If this throw has been at the stumps, the bat was at the danger. Shivu now made 27 runs in 20 balls, which includes 6 boundaries, playing with a strike rate of 135. He is really playing the impactful innings for the team. This is what they needed the most at the tough times, as their half of their side is back in the dugout. So again, this time pitched it up. He steps out and drives it through the long off, resulting 1 run adding on to the scorecard. As we say, we cannot conclude the winners till the last ball in the game of the cricket. Anything can happen till the last ball. Cricket is a gentleman's game. I thank each and every player who is upholding the spirit of the game. Last ball remaining of this 11th hour. They are already 91 for 5. Short pitch ball. He pulls it. With that, 1 run adds on to the scorecard. After the completion of over number 11, the team score now moves on to 92 for the loss of 5 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 11 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 92, 5 ಹುದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. Team Silicon now needs 75 runs in 114 balls. To record their second win of the day. Meanwhile, COVERDRIVE team, they need to restrict them and they need to take more wickets to put pressure on the opponents. It's still a 50-50 match. We cannot decide or we cannot predict the winner. Anything can happen at the last moment. All they need is patience, persistence and consistency. This time, very well bowled by Subix. He is keeping it very tight. He is not allowing the batsman to change the strike. He is keeping wicket to wicket. He is bowling tightly. He wants to put pressure on the batsman. Pressure always creates the wickets. Once again, dot ball. Three consecutive dot balls in a row for the Silicon team. Shivu Subix is bowling brilliantly. The batter has a replay for it. One more dot ball. Excellent piece of bowling by Subix Gowda. He is not giving any room to batsmen. He is keeping it very tight, wicket to wicket. Last two deliveries remaining of this 12th over. This time onto the pads, driven through the long on region. One more run adding on to the total. Team score now moves on to 93. Last delivery of the over. Last delivery of this 12th over. As the overs move on, chasing getting interesting. Play with the soft hands. One more dot ball onto the scorecard. After the completion of over number 12, Team Silicon is now 93 for the loss of 5 wickets. They need 74 runs in 108 balls. What a perfect weather conditions to play a cricket match. Not sunny, no rain, no breeze. This is a simple cool weather at the railway grounds. The beauty of the cricket peaks at this time. Stem to full toss, lofted shot, one bounce over the fence. He made use of the juicy full toss. And he launched it towards the long on, resulting in a one bounce boundary. ಈ ಬಾರಿ ತೀರಾ ಫುಲ್ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾದರಿಯ ಚೆಂಡು ಬಲವಾದ ಹೊಡೆತ ನಡುವೆ ಒಂದು ಬೌಂಡ್ರಿ ದಾಖಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Once again, short ball. He pulled it towards the deep square leg. It settled down for single. Check. Kalash alongside Shivu. They need to build a good partnership in order to secure a victory. Steps out and blocks the ball perfectly, resulting in a dot ball. This time is a good length delivery, blocking perfectly by the batter. He blocked it perfectly. One more dot ball adding on to the total. Last two deliveries remaining of this over. This time short ball placed between the covers. Good fielding efforts at the deep, resulting one run adding onto the scorecard. Last delivery of this over. Last delivery of this over. Down the leg side. Wide signal by the umpire. One more extra run adding on to the total. Team score now moves on to 100. Beautifully played towards the point region. After the completion of over number 13, Team Silicon are now 100 for the loss of 5 wickets. They now just read 67 runs in 102 balls. All they now need is wickets. They should not lose any wickets anymore. Team COVERDRIVE building the pressure on the batsmen by bowling the consecutive dot balls. Team COVERDRIVE, if they need to bounce back in this game, they need wickets. They need more and more dot balls. They need to create more pressure on the batsmen. This time driven through the onside, through the mid-on region. One more run adding on to the total. This righty and lefty combination is getting more stronger. Run up ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಂಚ ಗಡಿಬಿಡಿ.
भैया उधर से हट जाओ.
बैनर नहीं है.
नहीं वो बैट्समैन के सीधे नहीं रहना.
This time on the leg side, he glances out to the leg side. Wonderful fielding efforts at the deep. Wonderful fielding efforts at the deep. They are saving some runs for the team. The fielder saved 1 run for the team as they ran 3 runs of this ball. Nice running between the wickets. Nice understanding between them. They know what they are doing. All they need to do is preserve wicket. They should not afford to lose any more wickets. Huge appeal for the LBW. No, says the umpire. As the ball is hitting on the tie pads, umpire says no. As we have 2 experienced umpires, Dinesh and Tarun on the field. There's 2 deliveries remaining of this 14th over. On the front foot, driven through the onside towards the square leg region. They took single and 1 run adding on to the scorecard. Last ball of the 14th over. Shivu is batting consistently. And now on the strike to face the last ball of the over. He swept it beautifully at the same time. Fielder misfields. After the end of the over number 14, Silicon team score now moves on to 106 for the last of 5 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 14 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 106 ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. Blocked perfectly, resulting one more dot ball onto the scorecard. This is a good partnership. In 44 balls, they both scored 30 runs. This is a very good partnership. High in the air. The chance for the catch, but lands in the no man area. They had a chance, but the fielder was not interested in it. One run adding onto the scoreboard. Once again tries to defend the ball. One more dot ball adding onto the scorecard. 3 deliveries remaining of this 15th over. All the batting team now need is to rotate the strike. The fielding team needs more wicket. This time, lofted over the mid wicket corner region. Excellently fielding. Excellently fielded by the deep long on fielder. It's almost near the boundary line, but the fielder saved it excellently and saved 3 important runs for the team. As 2 deliveries remaining of this 15th over. Bold shot. Cut it beautifully. Reaching the safe hands of the deep extra cover fielder by adding one more run onto the total. Last delivery remaining of this 15th over. Kalash, who is giving a good partnership for Shivu, is now taking a strike to face the last ball of the over. Short ball. Hit back to the bowler. Bowler made no mistake. He blocks the ball perfectly. After the completion of over number 15, team score now moves on to 109 for the loss of 5 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 15 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 109 ಉದ್ದರಿಯನ್ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. The team Silicon now need 58 runs in 90 balls. As we are halfway of the innings, half of the batting side is in the dugout. Let's see what COVERDRIVE can do to get the match back in their hands. It's time, chance of getting cut and balled. Beautifully driven. Straight drive. Excellent straight drive. Excellent straight drive by Shivu, which makes him to reach on his individual 45 instead of 38 balls, including 4 boundaries. What excellent batting from Shivu. He is showcasing the pure class at this moment. He is making no mistake here. Once again, a clear appeal for the LBW. Umpire says no. Excellent piece of bowling by Subix. Once again, slotted ball driven through the offside. Ball into the safe hands of the long off fielder. 1 run adding onto the scorecard. 3 deliveries remaining in the 16th over. They know what they are doing. They are building a strong partnership. They know. Excellent defense by Kalash. He extends his legs He extends his arms and blocks the ball perfectly. Once again in the slot, tries to drive through the covers, ball into the safe hands of the fielder. One more dot ball adding onto the scorecard. Last ball remaining of the 16th over. The score now moves on to 1-1-4 for the loss of 5 wickets. This time ball is bowled outside the off stump. Well left by the batsman. He added little more pace for the ball. It travelled too quickly. It's outside the off stump. Maybe at the 5th or 6th stump. After the completion of over number 16, the team score now moves on to 1-1-4 for the loss of 5 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 16 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 114 5 ಹರಿಯಾಣಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. Sada Punjab Dhaba. From the heart of the Punjab to the heart of the every champion, Sada Punjabi Dhaba brings its rich flavors and warm spirits to the Youth Cricket League as our associate sponsor. Because real champions play hard, eat well, and carry culture with the pride, one wholesome meal at a time. The chase is getting more interesting now. Now they need 53 runs in 84 balls. All they're left out is 5 wickets in their hand, as half of this side is already back in the dugout. This time in the slot, driven through the covers. No risky shots at this time. He drives it perfectly on the ground, which takes him to the individual 47. He just needs 3 runs to complete his half century. Excellent piece of bowling. Showcased by COVERDRIVE. Short ball. Through the mid wicket. Through the third man. He placed it beautifully. Through the overthrow, through the mid wicket. They scored 2 runs. These fielding mistakes will cost you the match for sure. Each and every run is important in this phase. They cannot do these mistakes at this peak time. Huge appeal for the LBW. The finger is raised. The finger is up. The finger is up. One more wicket loss for the team Silicon as their 6th wicket falls. They are in real trouble now. Even though they had a good numbers on the board, wickets plays a vital role in the team's victory now. In this phase, they are not about to lose any more wickets. They are already 6 down now. The new batter walks in as Kalash departs. Shivu is standing like a pillar for Silicon team. He scored 47 in 41 balls, including 8 boundaries. He is showing us how we should play on this extremely pressure conditions. He is handling all that comfortably. New batter Navneet walks in as Kalash departs after scoring 11 runs after facing 25 valuable balls. He gave a good standing with Shivu. Unfortunately, he got out in the form of LBW. The new batter, Navneet Kumar, walks in for the Silicon Under 19 team at the number 8. They are 6 down now. Second, Sandeep. Huge appeal for caught behind. And umpire says no. Umpire says no. Two experienced umpires, Dinesh and Tarun, officiating this match between Silicon and COVERDRIVE. They are handling it extremely well throughout the match. As two deliveries remaining of the 17th over. Back to punch it back to the bowler. He grabs it perfectly and he may give no chance to a single. One more dot ball adding onto a scorecard. All the fielders appreciating his efforts. They are backing the bowler. Last ball of the 17th over. Short ball. Pull through the mid-wicket region. Ball is racing towards the boundary line. Good piece of fielding at the deep mid-wicket as the batters settle down for 2 runs. After the completion of over number 17, the team score is now 119 for the loss of 6 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 17 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 119 ರನ್ಗಳು 6 ಹುದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. They now need 48 runs in 78 balls with 4 wickets in their hand. For Silicon team, in order to win this match, they are not afford to lose wickets anymore. In the COVERDRIVE, if they want to defend this total, they need more and more dot balls and wickets for sure. They need to break this partnership. Shivu is standing like a pillar at one end since the start of the innings. He is batting beautifully. He is on his individual 47 in 41 balls, including 4 boundaries. Eighteenth over in progress. Good piece of batting by Shivu. He blocks it perfectly. Dot ball adding onto the scorecard. Again driven through the covers, through the long off region. The long off fielder moves towards the covers and he grabs the ball perfectly and throw back to the bowler. Once again, righty on the strike. Strike. Excellent piece of batting by Navneet. He middles it perfectly. This time, once again, he moved his feet and blocks the ball perfectly. Through the back foot, punch towards the covers region. Ball reaches to the safe hands of the fielder, resulting in one more dot ball. Last ball remaining of this 18th over. Huge appeal for LBW. Umpire says no. After the completion of over number 18, the team score is now 120 for the loss of 6 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 18 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 126 ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. Team Silicon now just need 47 runs in 72 balls. All they had to do is they are not afford to lose any more wickets. Two experienced umpires, Dinesh and Tarun, is now officiating the match between COVERDRIVE and Silicon. They both doing their jobs excellently. Nineteenth over in progress. Over number 19 is in the progress. Once again, balls in the slot. Direct hit. Direct hit. And ball deviates towards the no man's region, resulting 1 run, adding on to the scorecard. Shivu is on his individual 49 of 45, including 8 boundaries. This time, short ball placed at the point region. No runs taken. One more dot ball adding onto the scorecard. 3 deliveries remaining of this 19th over. Chase is getting heated as the match progresses. This time in the slot. Driven. Ball races to the boundary through the third man region. The ball beats the third man fielder and races towards the boundary. A quick delivery after hitting the bat travels quickly onto the boundary lines. This chase is getting heated as the match progresses. As 2 deliveries remaining of the 19th over. This time glasses on the fielder. Umpire raises the finger. They lose 1 more wicket in the form of run out. As I kept telling you, they are not afford to lose any more wickets, but they're scoring the runs at the same time they're losing the wickets. Now COVERDRIVE is back into the game. They took 7 wickets of Silicon batters. This match is getting heated as the match progresses. 1 more wicket loses in the form of the run out. ತಟ್ಟಿ ಮುಟ್ಟಿ ಓಟಗಳು ಗಳಿಸುವ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಫಲತೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ರನ್ಔಟ್ ಮುಖೇನವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ಆಘಾತ. Navneet Kumar V departs after scoring 1 boundary. As the new batter walks in and takes the non-strike end, Shivu will take the strike to face the last ball of the 19th over. Last ball remaining in this 19th over. Last ball remaining of this 19th over. They are now 125 for the loss of 7 wickets. Oh, yeah. Star nicely driven through the covers. Ball reaches the safe hands of the deep extra cover fielder. After the completion of over number 19, the team score now moves on to 126 for the loss of 7 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 19 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 126 ಓಟಗಳು 7 ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಹುದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. The team Silicon now needs 41 runs in 66 balls. With 3 wickets left in their hand, Chase is getting heated as the match gets progressing. The Shivo reaches to his individual 50. His score is 50 in 46 balls, including 8 boundaries. The 20th over in the progress. Shivu takes the strike again. He knows the importance of his wicket. He got dropped at the long gone previously. He is making use of it. Super. 20th over in the progress. Once again stepped out. High in the air. Chance of getting caught. Excellent piece of fielding at the long off. What a match this has been. We are witnessing one of the finest matches of this tournament. We still cannot decide the winner, who will be the winner till the last ball. As the match gets progressed, it's 19.2. Team Silicon scoring 127 for the loss of 7 wickets. They are left out with 3 wickets in their hand. They need 40 more runs. This time, swing and a miss. Batter tries to cut the ball. There's no contact between the bat and the ball. Keeper grabs it safely, resulting dot ball adding onto the scorecard. Time sharply turned in. This misses the stumps by inches. What an excellent piece of bowling by Kushal. He is bowling it brilliantly. He just conceded 12 runs in 4.4 overs. He is bowling one of the finest innings finest starts of this over. He is bowling his finest spell. One more dot ball. One more dot ball. Last ball remaining of this 20th over. The blocks once again, resulting the dot ball at the end of the over number 20. The score now moves on to 127 for the loss of 7 wickets. Bro?
Hello?
Bro, చెప్పండి bro.
Bro, busy-నా?
Commentary bro. Excellent shot through the long off. Ball sails towards the boundary. They are putting up some important runs, which leads their team towards the victory. 4 more important runs adding up to the scorecard. Team scorecard now moves on to 131 for the loss of 7 wickets. They are only left out with 3 wickets in their hand. They need to score 36 more runs. Cover drive in order to win the match. They need to restrict them by taking the wickets. On the back foot. On the back foot, punch it towards the mid wicket. 1 more run adding up to the scorecard. What an interesting match this has been. Now, Team Silicon made 35 runs in 58 balls with 3 wickets in hands. Thanks. This time in the back foot, punch it towards the long off. 1 more dot ball adding up to the scorecard. The 3 deliveries remaining of this 21st over. This time in the slot, back foot, tries to cut it. Once again, misfield at the bowler's end, resulting 1 run to the scorecard. Team. क्या भाई? Two balls remaining of this 21st over. Lefty batsman Shivu making his mark by rotating singles and doubles. On the back foot towards the deep square leg region. 1 more single adding on to the total. Team score now moves on to 134. Last ball of the 21st over. Aditya S is on strike. All he needs to do is he has to preserve his wicket while Shivu is in the charging mode. Once again, cut shot, placed in between the covers in the point. 1 run adding on to the scorecard. After the completion of over number 21, Team Silicon now 135 runs for those of 7 wickets. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 21 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 135, 7 ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. Team Silicon now need 32 runs in 54 balls in order to march towards the victory. As Cover Drive needs to win the match, they have to defend 32 runs in 54 balls by taking remaining 3 wickets and getting them all out. This chase is getting interested as the match goes on. Last 9 over game remaining of this day. This time out of the pads through the misfield. 1 more run adding up to the total. This kinds of misfields always takes your team away from the victory. Each and every little chance you need to make a cash off. As 3 wickets left, Shivu is scoring each and every single. He is taking his team towards the victory single-handedly. Once again, glance on the leg side, call for 2, the run for 2. Good running between the wickets as they complete 2 runs. All they now need is 30 runs in 52 balls with 3 wickets remaining in their hands. Again, short ball. What a beautiful cut shot. Safely into the hands of the deep covers fielder. An excellent cut shot by Shivu. He is playing magnificent innings here. He is not giving any chance. He is taking all the singles and doubles and punishing the bad balls. He is taking his team towards the victory single-handedly. Once again, full toss. Dipping delivery. Dipping delivery. One more single adding onto the total. Last two deliveries remaining of this 22nd over. All they need is 28 in front of 50. We are witnessing one of the finest match of this tournament in the Railways ground with the beautiful weather and lovely Bangalore weather. Second glanced onto the leg side. Excellent piece of fielding. He stops the ball with his legs, saving some runs for the team. As the over progresses, last ball remaining of this 22nd over. After the completion of over number 22, the team Silicon under 19 is now 142 for the loss of 7 wickets in 22 overs. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 22 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 142 7 ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. We are witnessing one of the finest matches in this Bangalore weather. This is a typical Bangalore weather where you can witness all the seasons in a single day. In the morning it starts with the summer. As the day goes on, in the evening it changes to rainy, and in the nights it changes to winter. Once again, down the leg. Wide ball called by the umpire. One more extra run adding onto the scorecard. They are not supposed to bowl any extras. Once again, full toss into the hands of the long off fielder, adding one more runs onto the total. Shivu taking their team towards the victory. One second, mic off कर दो भाई. Umpire. Lefty Shivu. भाई थोड़ा ऑफ कर दो भाई. Yeah. Aditya now in the crease. What an excellent shot over the covers, reaching the boundary. What an excellent cricketing shot. He saw all the fielders on the offside inside the circle. He rammed over their head, sailing out to the boundary. Now Aditya charges in, he scores the boundary. He adds on 4 valuable runs to the team. Once again, driven through the covers, safely into the hands of the fielder. One more dot ball adding onto the scorecard. 3 deliveries remaining of this 23rd over. So again through the full toss, in the gap between the long off and the covers. Ball reaching the boundary. Excellently driven through the covers in between the gap. There's no chance for the fielder. Completely placed into the gap. What an excellent shot! Ball races towards the boundary. Last 2 deliveries remaining of this over. Once again, punches. As it is a close out, ball just misses out of the stumps. Adding one more run onto the total. Last delivery remaining of this 23rd over. All the team Silicon now need is 14 runs instead of 43 balls to conquer the victory. At the same time, COVERDRIVE needs 3 wickets to emerge as a winner. Last ball of this over. Shivu in the air. One bounce into the hands of the fielder. There's a tough chance to be a catch, but fielder saves it. After the completion of over number 23, Team Silicon now 154 runs for the loss of 7 wickets. All they now they need is 13 runs in 7 overs to conquer the victory. Bhumi Path Farm LLP, great investments and great champions share the same foundation, vision, patience and courage to build for tomorrow. And Bhumi Path Farm LLP stands with the Youth Cricket League as an associate sponsor, planting seeds of legacy both on the field and beyond. Together we are growing futures that stands the test of the time. As the chase continues, late cut resulting in 1 run adding onto the scorecard. Silicon need 12 runs in 41 balls. They are marching towards the victory. If COVERDRIVE needs to take the match back in their hands, they need to hold a wicket. A loud appeal for the LBW. Umpire says no. Appeal has been denied. One more dot ball adding onto the scorecard. Once again, Kushal back in the attack. One more dot ball adding onto the total. Aditya is now building the innings with the Shivu, the set batter. The set batter who is taking their team towards the victory single-handedly. Driven through the covers. Driven through the covers. Once again, a beautiful cut shot. Reaches the deep point region, resulting in one more single. All they now they need is 11 runs of 37 balls. Shivu, the set batter who scored 62 runs in 56 balls, including 9 boundaries, is taking his team towards the victory single-handedly right through the innings. Once again, swing and a miss. One more dot ball. ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಉತ್ತರೆಯನ್ನು ಆವರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೊಡೆಯುವ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಫಲತೆಯನ್ನು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಡಾಟ್ ಬಾಲ್ ಅಂಕಿಅಂಶ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮುಕ್ತಾಯ ಕಂಡ 24 ಓವರ್ಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ತಂಡದ ಮೊತ್ತ 156 7 ಉದ್ದಾರಿಯ ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ. After the completion of over number 24, the team score now moves on to 156 for the loss of 7 wickets. All the team Silicon now need is 11 runs in 36 balls. Short ball. Keeper misses it. Keeper misses it. There's a slight bat on that. Ball is in the hands of the mid wicket. Ball in the hands of the third man fielder. As the match progresses, Shivu is on strike. Who is the hero of Silicon Under 19 team today? He stood like a wall today. Oh, what a delivery this is! Right through the block hole, onto the stumps. ಈ ಬಾರಿ ತೀರಾ ಯಾರ್ಕರ್ ಮಾದರಿಯ ಚೆಂಡು ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ಮುಖೇಂದ್ರ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಉದ್ದರಿಯ ಆಘಾತ. What a ball to end the innings of Shivu. He's a set batter throughout the innings. He's been perfectly batting. This match is now getting heated as the team Silicon is now only need 10 runs in 34 balls with 2 wickets remaining on their hands. This chase is getting heated. What a match this has been, and also what a perfect weather to witness this match. What a batting from Shivu. His teammates doing a standing ovation for him for the wonderful knock that had been played throughout the innings. Excellent innings by Shivu comes to an end. He scored 62 in 58 balls including 9 boundaries, and mainly he batted more than an hour, and he is the savior of this team. New batter Vignesh walks in and he's taking the guard. As the chase continues, they need 10 runs in 34 balls. Sandeep is bowling brilliantly. Once again, onto the stumps, perfectly blocked. Shivu is not giving any room for the batsman to hit. He is keeping it very tight. As the chase continues, match is getting heated. The previous ball what Sandeep bowled was an absolutely thumping delivery which took the wicket of the set batter Shivu. Once again, slower delivery, perfectly picked by the batter, well defended. One more dot ball adding on to the total. This match is getting intense now. His fellow mates giving him tips. Once again, Sandeep right through the block hole. Once again, rammed into the stumps. What a delivery this is! Once again, it's over. He bowled once this ball in an over. He made it twice. This is getting interested. This match is getting heated. What a ball that ran through the leg stump. Excellent piece of bowling by Sandeep. An exceptional bowling from Sandeep. He took to the 4 wickets in this innings, which 2 of them came in this over. This chase is getting completely heated as the team Silicon now need 10 runs in 31 balls with 1 wicket remaining in this hands. This match is now still 50-50. Winning this match is not the cup of tea for both the teams in this match. This match is getting complete tight. They are left out with only 1 wicket and they need to score 10 runs to take their team towards the victory line. But the team cover drive is only need 1 wicket to emerge as a champion and victorious in this match. The last ball of this Sandeep is over. Will Sandeep able to get wicket on this last ball and crosses the team victory line? Let's wait and watch. Last ball of this Sandeep's over. On the stump! What a match this is! Clean bowled! Clean bowled! This match turned completely upside down. Team cover drive! Team cover drive! Team cover drive emerges the victory. Team cover drive. They are completely lightened up as Sandeep overturned the match in this over completely. What an exceptional performance this has been. That's what I told you in the starting. We cannot decide the winner till the last ball of the match. Signing off at the commentary box, Manjunath Ayan. Thank you. Thank you.
Great job, man.